got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I live it bottom this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did you let it go miss? How she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kick it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I done.
Today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, this is the National Football League.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On second down, it's Patterson, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Carrier. Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
3rd and 9.
Now Foles. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Intended for Allen.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Deontay.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
32-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That'll be complete to Cook. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Jared Cook.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Michael Thomas.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
8-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Back out the offense for the Chicago Bears. 5-2 now on the year, falling at the Rams on Monday night in Week 7. But still, this is a team that has definitely been one of the big surprises of the first half of the 2020 season. No doubt about that. And you look at what's coming up, though, it's a tough road because they're home for the Saints next week. And then they have to go to Tennessee in Week 9. So 2 very challenging matchups coming up that should test the Chicago Bears. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Demario Davis on the tackle.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. That's out to the left and complete. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Could have gone with a ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears.
1st and 10 at their own 40.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 42. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down at the 39-yard line. Good. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Foles. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one in. As he throws.
For different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. First and 10 right at the 20. Montgomery back to the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on third and 13 now? Here's Foles. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. But the New Orleans Saints, a 3rd straight win. They're 4-2 now on the year, beating Carolina 27-24 this past week. And they were coming off their open week. It was close, but bottom line, they got the victory within the division. And the Saints, remember that, Charles, they didn't pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Second down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
To the 49-yard line. 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Jimmy Graham, likely coming near the end of what has just been a tremendous career. One that started for him as a member of the Saints. He played with them from 2010 to 2014, and in that span, he was twice a 1,000-yard receiver and 3 times a Pro Bowler. He will always be remembered fondly in New Orleans. Quick throw out wide by Foles. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
To Darnell Mooney. That's a gain of 7.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Foles on the give to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Check, 47. Blue there. Hey, check, 47.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nick Foles finding Allen Robinson, and the Bears have taken the lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point.
Brandon, what we just saw there... Two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like...
Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, out... Obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Montgomery. And they're just nowhere to run. He's he's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Malcolm Jenkins.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago 1st.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. That catch good for only a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Nice gain there by the 2nd-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year, but what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
Delay of game, offense.
Oh, man.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints.
Well, that... That's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Breeze.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Saints.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10. At their
Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. From the 30 on second down, Foles. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. In third down here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Complete to Jared.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Foles. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Breeze now on first down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up
2nd and 11 now.
At the 42-yard line.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And the 11.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with tough.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Lots of look to add the extra point. Pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in the blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Bloods to try to add the PAT. And the lead. End zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's